James, welcome back to InvestorStream. To start, what have been the key factors behind the company's sharp revenue rise so far this financial year? And what does break-even look like as you expand across new international markets?
When we look at how the revenue has grown quarter on quarter, year on year, that's been a consistent pattern since we started the company. So we've maintained annual growth year on year since company inception, which is obviously something that we're very proud of. What we really saw come to the fore for this quarter was, of course, our AUA tech side of the business being a big contributor in our work with Zildjian, but also our Australian wholesale, our core business, really getting aligned and having a few of our bigger partners all firing at once. It's been something I've been talking about for a while. A lot of our path to break even isn't about execution risk. It's about timing of our enormous global partners that we work with. So while we develop really world-class technologies and really world-class business systems, service and support, we are beholden to the timing patterns of our enormous partners in their procurement strategies, their rollout strategies, their competing tensions. So when they all fire at once, we see a really nice uplift, and we saw that this quarter.
Now, you recently finalised a maiden purchase order with Easttech, marking the company's first commercial entry into China. How significant is this deal strategically, and how would you define success in that market over the next 6 to 12 months?
At its core, this purchase order is representative of a transformation in the business from purely assistive devices in Australia, assistive devices expand internationally, and now certified medical technologies into the fastest growing hearing health market on the planet in partnership with one of the biggest and most trusted brands in that market. So we have very high hopes for what this deal can be and can do. I think we've structured it very well to de-risk from our side of view in terms of compliance and overheads and getting the medical certifications done. And we're doing what's really worked for us by partnering with established players in the market. So when you look at the size of the population, the size of the amount of that population that need our help, we are really confident about the upside of this particular part of the business, and incredibly proud that one of the leading hearing aid companies in the world is choosing our technology to help transform their offering into China. From a business point of view, it's an all margin style play. This is licensing play. So as those purchase orders come in, they come straight to the bottom line. And that's what we've been talking about for the last few years. We really want that break-even point, and this is going to go a long way to get us there.
Now, another catalyst was your recent agreement with IDEA System Inc. to bring Auracast accessibility to Japan. How does this partnership fit into Audeara's broader technology licensing model and global rollout strategy?
When we entered into the assistive listening technology space, and as we really want to stamp some authority as a leader in hearing health tech globally, Auracast is going to be a big part of that. It's the new wave of Bluetooth technology. It's what hearing aids and cochlear implants will have by default. It's what we're doing already with teachers in schools. We have universities stocking our transmitters and receivers. We have big AV partnerships that are going to be coming online shortly, which is really exciting. So it is again us finding clever and sophisticated ways to focus on doing what we do best, which is the technology and solve problems for people, and then finding the right partners to help us expand. We've been focusing on Japan for the last 18 months on the back of expanding our audiology partnerships. And when we're in town, we meet up with everyone else who is looking to explore technology and licensing partnerships with us. So we go up every few months and we fill a week with really exciting meetings. When you look again at the size of the Japanese market and the population demographics, aging population, this is a huge area of focus, not only for commercial groups, but also government groups. And we're right there on the front lines driving that technology forward. And IEA Systems is going to be helping us do that.
And finally, James, with momentum building across Australia, China and Japan, what does Audeara's roadmap look like for scaling sales while keeping operations nimble and cost efficient?
I think when we look at that efficiency and those cost controls, again, it comes down to business partnerships. And recently, we spoke about an extension of our partnership with the Ear Science Institute Australia to be bringing bone conduction devices primarily to kids in schools, and then expanding that technology offering out into the wider hearing health market. And that was bolstered by a partnership with Shocks Here. Shocks are one of the most reputable and definitely the leader in sports headphone technologies with bone conductors that people can use to stay aware of their surroundings. And Shocks Here is the medical device side of that business. And we've been working with them for a while, and we were proud to be announcing a research partnership with Shocks Here to bring that technology into Australia for the purpose of these research opportunities. And I think that's really symbolic of how we're going about our growth, trusting people that are the biggest and the best in the game, and then using our technology and our skills to bring that technology to our market. And we are incredibly excited about it. There's some really big things ahead, and I think the quarterly results are showing that and putting us in a good light for a big FY26.
Thanks, James. Appreciate your time today. Congratulations on the progress so far, and all the best.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.